attention, please. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over just a simple down and dirty walk cycle in 3D animation using Maya. I'm going to go ahead and show you the asset character that we're going to be working with today. This is just one of the free assets that you can kind of pull off the internet, but you're more than welcome to go ahead and try it on any other asset that you have, or if you want to try to find. We're going to go ahead and I'm actually just going to show you a quick reference of what we're actually going to be kind of mimicking so we can get that walk cycle kind of looking a little bit more polished. We're actually going to be using these main keyframes to make the contact is what we're actually going to be doing. As you can see that if you draw a line, you have the contact, which is the first poses. You have the passing pose, which is, you know, the higher step up. Again, that's one of the breakdowns. So we're actually just going to be doing these five keyframes here, just to kind of get us a very basic walk cycle look. Then you can kind of polish it up yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and just start off. Usually I like to work in Maya with two screens, especially slide profile of my asset, just so I can kind of see what I'm looking at. And then I do have one perspective. It's a little bit easier to kind of animate for me, but you can definitely go ahead and do your own setup how you feel fit. So just to go ahead and start, we're going to start on the first contact frames, the keys, the breakdown. So let's go ahead and start that. Go ahead and grab one leg here. Actually, we're supposed to start here. I'm going to bring my character down right there. Go to the first frame, and I'm going to key him right there. Now, I have auto key on, so anytime I actually move that once more, it's going to go ahead and actually auto key it for me. So I'm not going to have to keyframe each time I actually touch that part of the asset. So that's a good key. It's a good tool to actually have when you're doing animation like this. Sometimes it can backfire and come back to bite you, but most of the time it's actually a really great tool. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and roll this out. I'm going to go ahead and grab the second foot and roll that out here. Now I'm going to go ahead and give these legs, these feet an actual roll. So let's go ahead and do -20. I'm okay with that. See if it'll roll for us. There we go. Let's just go ahead and get that natural extension. Since the leg's usually extended, you're actually doing it, this is really just a step that you push. So we want to go ahead and actually grab both feet just where they are, and we're going to keyframe that. Now, because we're going to actually have the same pose for both sides, we're actually going to go ahead and come down to 24, which I should have actually done at the beginning. Come down to 24, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same keyframe pose, because again, that's going to be our two contact poses from the beginning to the end, right? So let me go ahead and make sure that my waist is also going to stay down. 24, 12, we're actually going to go ahead and do the opposite of what we're looking at right now. So both feet are just going to be inverted from each other. They're going to be doing the exact same posing. The only thing is it's going to be the right foot towards the back and the left foot towards the front. So let's go ahead and actually work on that right now. So if we actually take a look, it's a little easier. So what we're going to do is, because we gave this foot a roll, all we're going to do is just turn that down to 0. I'm going to go ahead and grab the 9.2 from this. I'm going to plug it in right there. Now we're also going to pay attention to what we actually have here, which is a 6.2, because we're going to give it to this foot so it can actually mimic that one. So 9.2 goes right back, and you can kind of see that they are a bit aligned, right? Just going to go ahead and grab this, and then it's going to be positive 6.2, put that to the front. We're also going to give this foot the roll we gave earlier to the other one. So there we go. And now we have both feet pretty much the exact same way, just inverted from what we actually had from each other earlier. And what we're going to do, keyframe that right there. So now we actually have both contact set up as well. We do want to just kind of make sure that the height of our character is actually still going to be the same, just so there's no changes. So all you're really seeing is the changes in the feet. If we go ahead and play it, and this is what we're going to get. Start from here, and we're going to use 6 and 18 as our breakdown pose frames. So let's go ahead and start up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just bring this forward. And this one, on our breakdowns, is the character is actually more taller, right? Because he is on the passing line when it comes to this part. So this piece here, so what I'm going to do is we're going to take the roll completely off by this point. Right? And then we're going to grab this foot here. We're going to go ahead and extend it up. Now we're also going to take the roll off of this one, but we do need to go ahead and make a rotation on this foot. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate my guy just like I was saying. I'm going to go ahead and move to rotation, and I'm going to rotate that foot so it's nice and flat. There we go. Go ahead and just kind of move it up. Alright, and we may actually have to go back and polish a couple steps after this just because it does like to actually mess with our animation a little bit. So we will actually have to go back to our main breakdowns and actually go ahead and fix those as well. But we're going to go ahead and do this first, and then we'll go back into the polishing afterwards. So if we actually go down, it doesn't look like it actually messed with my steps this time. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at it anyway, see kind of how we actually see what we're looking at so far as progress. Go ahead and restart our stuff, go back, and if you can actually take a look, you can see the character goes up and comes back down, and that's because it's actually giving us that weight from when we gave him the first contact pose going up to the second breakdown. And this is actually what you want to see when you're actually looking out and starting on this step. Now again, this is kind of where we were just going to go ahead and do. You definitely can go ahead and break down even more from this and kind of just give it a little bit more of a polishing. But this is as far as I'm going to go today. Just kind of wanted to go ahead and I'm happy actually with what we ended up with. Again, it was just supposed to be, you know, something very basic, very simple, just to kind of show you how easy a walk cycle can be. Again, I'm not going to polish this up too much, but you can go ahead and also add in some weight movements, you know, just because when we actually do walk, we're stepping and putting all our weight on one leg. So you definitely want to add that in if you're trying to make that ultra realistic walk movement looking. But I'm actually kind of happy with how this came out. Come in next time, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you actually how to get in that arm swing. Again, very basic arm swing, but we can always go ahead and polish and, you know, offset some of the fingers, make it look a little bit more realistic. Appreciate you guys tuning again, and until next time.